Hey guys, welcome, and wow, how fun was that on the Memes and Movers show? Back and forth with Pratt. We both had this trade. We all had this trade. Was the biggest IPO of 2021, and that is Rivian. Of course, we were going to be all over this. I talked about it on my sticky note. The number one trade for me was just to go long off the open, right? And so here's the Rivian chart right here, or sorry, the level 2 going absolutely crazy, back down below $100. Key point, 70 million shares today. High of the day so far, 119.47. Low of the day, 95.65. So let's review what we did exactly. So here's the opening trade. Boom, right? No problems. Goes all the way up. And as per usual, we just start to get some out on the upside. Our first out like 108, 107, 107.50, so that's $1, $2. Then we get out of like 20%. Why? Because it breaks that opening price right there. This is a minute chart. So it breaks that opening price in the very first minute. So it opens up, actually the second minute, opens up, creates some action up to 109, and then it just comes hard to the downside, right? So we get out of a little bit. But then all of a sudden, we basically almost make a bottom, but then it just climbs to the back upside. Boom, 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 out more. You can see we have a lot of bullets in the chamber for Rivian because we're ready to rock and roll with this stock. Then all of a sudden comes back in and we're like, you know what? We'll take this price again. Let's go. So it comes back in. We take it again at 107. We take it again at 107 or 107.50, 107. It breaks the IPO price again, but that's okay. We get out of a small amount. Ultimately, we're waiting for 100 to break. That's a little ways down, so we're not too worried. But then all of a sudden, boom, boom. We take this break here of 110. Boom to the upside. Everything starts going. Then we hold out for that home run trade. This happens every time. We saw Coinbase open up around 360, go to 430. So we're sort of thinking that, hey, you know what? Rivian, why not do very, very similar dance? And thankfully, that's exactly what happens. And there's our out up there at 118.40. What we did is we let it break. There was big size at 118.50. As soon as it took that out, we let it go to 120. We actually had an order to go long at 120. I was really feeling like it was going to halt if it broke that 120. Doesn't happen. We put our order at 118.50 to get out. That's back to the downside. So our last buy here is at 110, right? So that's a $9 winner right there. So compared to this dollar loser, we're really happy with that. And then we started to play around with it. We sort of let it go down here. You know, we're planning our trades. Then all of a sudden, it breaks 105 right here. I was distracted. I take the 103 short. We're waiting for that 100 break. 100 comes. And then we talked about this live on the show. I think you need to do this every time. We were waiting for 100 to break, but it just kind of bounced around a little bit there. So I got out at $100.60. So that's another $3 right there, because we weren't sure if it was going to break. I wanted to make sure that I had some bullets in the chamber if it did break. So we put an order right there to get short on the break. It breaks through 100. There's our out at 98. So we take the $2. We hold that last 1/3 of a trade. And it's unfortunate because it just ticked out when I was standing up here, which kind of sucks. But I put in a 102 because I just figured like that was a good level there. Don't know why, just kind of picked 102, looking at these tops. It basically, not basically, it does. You can see the tick right there. Ticks us out at 102, out of our last third. It's going to be no damage done. It's just, it negates this trade, right? That's a $2 winner there on a $100 break. That's the $2 loser. But that's 2/3 and that's 1/3. So we still are up on it, but I would have loved to hold for that bottom 95 again. Hopefully it comes through. It's your trade of the day. It's Rivian. You've seen Ford go down on this news. You've seen Amazon go down on this news. They own a big percentage of this Rivian. So as Rivian's starting to come down, look at those secondary stocks as well. Rivian, a great stock today, and it's the trade of the day.